What's up with your family? It's your boy, the one and only Brenda's baby, Remy El Ma'at. You are now tuned in to Ma'at TV. Most of y'all already know the routine, but if you don't, remember to hit that like button as you come in. But most importantly, share this video because it's all about the message, right? If you're new to the channel, this is your first time stopping by, rocking with your boy, do me a favor, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, but do yourself a favor and hit that notification bell and make sure it's on all so you can be alerted and notified whenever I drop this heat. Alright, family, the moment has arrived. What's up, family? This video is very special because I'm gonna give you some context before we get into it, into why I'm doing this video and what this video is about. This video is a shining example of racism in America, how black people are treated, and white privilege. Now, the reason why I'm doing this video is because I had previously put up videos speaking out on it, racism and white privilege in America, and in those videos I was told it doesn't exist. And the woman who admitted to getting Emmett Till murdered, she recently died, and I did a video, expressing my feelings on that, basically saying she died a shining example of white privilege. And she did. She got a 14-year-old boy murdered and got to live till she was 88. And for those of you who say, oh, this happened 50, 60 years ago, she didn't admit 50, 60 years ago that she got that man murdered. She admitted when she knew she was dying. So she should have been arrested then and there. So she died a shining example of white privilege. But in this case, this video is an example of racism. A man threatens to murder a white man. An ex-firefighter tries to murder, not threaten, he tries to murder a black man for basically nothing. Basically nothing. You guys in my comment section, the main reason why I'm highlighting this is because I got one comment telling me to show an example of it today. So, here we are. So without further ado, I'm gonna roll that beautiful bean footage.
Hell of a story, all right? An ex-firefighter pulls a gun on a man over a property dispute. Put up the picture for mass. A former
over a property dispute,
Minnesota
okay.
Football player, Tellis Redmond, was nearly shot in the head last Friday. Why? Because a retired Minneapolis firefighter named Eric Matthew Jaggers, 54 years of age, decided to assault this young man. He has been arrested and charged with allegedly assaulting, firing a gun, and yelling racial slurs at the victim. Redmond, 44, was...
So they had a property dispute. This man gets a gun, tries to shoot him in the head while yelling racial slurs. But that ain't even what I'm mad at. Let's continue on with the story.
Driving through an alleyway in the community where Eric lives. Mr. Redmond said he saw wooden boards and other debris in the alleyway. Attempting to avoid hitting the objects, when Jagger suddenly appeared and threw a boot at his vehicle after a piece of wood landed on his property. Redmond then...
So the man had, the ex-firefighter, the assailant, he had a bunch of wooden boards and debris in the alleyway looks like an alleyway where you drive through to get to your, because some townhouses, the driveway is in the back. And it has an alleyway where you can drive through to get to your garage. So it looked like sounds like this man was trying to get to his place of residence, and this guy had a bunch of boards and debris in the alleyway. So he swerves to get around it, and the man appears out of nowhere. The ex-firefighter, the white man, appears out of nowhere and throws a boot at his car. Wow.
He got out of his vehicle. And Jaggers demanded, "You pick up that piece of wood." Redmond refused. All right? And Jaggers then reportedly went to his garage, grabbed a shotgun over that. Grabbed a shotgun. The 54-year-old then allegedly began to pick a fight with Mr. Redmond.
So after the racist white man throws a shoe at the man for getting out his car, after the man throws a shoe at the man's car for swerving his debris, the man gets out the car to figure out what's going on, and the racist white man tells him, "Pick up that piece of wood, boy." His wood, to be exact. So not only do you have a bunch of debris in the alleyway, you trying to get this black man to pick it up like he's his slave or something. And when the man says no, he goes and get a shotgun and tries to pick and provoke a fight with him. So he has a reason to shoot him. But it gets even deeper.
And allegedly attempted to shoot him. Jagger said that he grabbed him by his shirt and demanded that he get on all fours after he refused to pick up the object. That's according to.
So now this is this is white privilege and white supremacist mentality. I can see it now. Pick up that piece of wood, boy. And when the man told him no, he went and got a shotgun, tried to provoke the fight, call him all types of racial slurs, and then tried to demand this man get on all fours to degrade him. Sounds like slavery to me. Sounds like something a slave owner would do to a slave that got out of line. But let's continue. It gets a lot deeper.
Sports Illustrated. The two men reportedly wrestled as Redmond attempted to remove the gun from Jagger's hand. Jaggers was able to get the gun near Redmond's head, pulled the trigger, but it did not hit Mr. Redmond. He lost control of the gun and dropped it. Redmond left the scene, called the police. Jagger's neighbors witnessed the incident and said that he called Redmond the N-word. The neighbor also said he heard Jaggers yell, "Say goodbye to your 5-year-old."
Wow. They wrestle with the gun. The man gets the gun to the white man, gets his gun, points it to the black man's head, pulls the trigger, misses. So he tries to blow his head off. But before he does it, he calls him a whole bunch of niggers and other racial slurs, and then tells this man to say goodbye to your 5-year-old. If you know this man has a 5-year-old son, then that means that he planned on doing that. He knows this man, and he needed a reason to provoke him so he could get his shotgun. This sounds like this was done on purpose. Good thing he had great neighbors.
Before he pulled the trigger. He also allegedly told Mr. Redmond, "I am a firefighter and I know the police. I won't get in trouble." Okay? Now.
So, we already got prejudice. We already got racism. And now we got white privilege. Because he told the man, "I'm a firefighter. I know the police. I won't get in trouble for this." That's what he told him. So, not only was the man racist, he flexed his white privilege. Told the man, "I will not get in trouble." So, all of this sounds very premeditated.
Now, let's say it doesn't turn out this way. Let's say the firefighter got his wish. and there's a black man dead on his property.
Yep. He would have got away with it.
He's right. He probably doesn't get in trouble.
Yep.
Because he
And
was
that's why he wanted to provoke him.
I was in fear for my life. I mean,
Main thing they
he's a
said.
scary black male. What was I supposed to do? Oh, I'm not racist, officer. I was just
That's
a little
a fact.
upset. My neighbors just saw that I was upset. That's all. I mean, I should not have said it, but I was defending my life. He would have walked.
Yes, he definitely would have walked.
For the
He definitely would have walked because a lot of them, police officers do it and white folks do it. I was scared for my life. They provoke you into acting ignorant, and all they need you to do is lash out just a little bit. All of a sudden, you're a scary black person. The words I fear for my life, those key words, gets them off every time. And I believe that's what this man wanted to do. I believe that this was premeditated and he knew what he was doing. This was set up to be this way.
actual testimony of the
That's how would he
man
know
who
that the
survived.
man had a 5-year-old?
And then look at the tactic. He literally wanted the man to fight him.
Yup, he wanted him to fight him.
This was a tactic,
Facts.
according to the arrest report. Defendant stated that he regrets everything that happened and wished.
I don't want to hear that shit because they all do the same shit. When you believe no one's looking, when they believe no one's looking or they're not going to be punished or get in trouble for it, they stand on every insult, every action that they took in the whole entire situation. But when they get caught, it's always the same key phrases. I'm not racist. I have black friends. My sister's brother, cousins is black. I can't be racist. Or I regret it. I apologize. Don't apologize now. You almost murdered that man in front of his 5-year-old and you knew what you were doing. Because you said you knew what you were doing. Good thing he had some neighbors that were willing to step up and tell the truth. Now, in my belief, if they were white neighbors and they genuinely are good people, big up to them. But if they are white neighbors, in my belief, they probably only told on him because he broke code and admitted his white privilege. You never break the code. See, they have an unspoken code where they don't admit it out loud, but they know it's there. And that's what it is, man. This is all white privilege at its finest. I feel like it was set up because, like I said, you put debris out there. When he went around your debris, he threw a shoe at him. When the man gets out the car to find out what's going on, he tells him to pick the wood up. When he doesn't want to pick the wood up, he goes to get a shotgun. Tell him to get on all fours. Try to provoke a fight out of him. Points the gun at the man's head. Calls him all types of niggers, racial slurs. And then proceeds to tell him, say goodbye to your 5-year-old. I'm going to get away with it because I know the cops. I'm an ex-firefighter. If that is not racism and white privilege at its finest, I really don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, this is what we deal with every single day. You know, it's not shocking to us because we deal with it every day. So, you know, and I'm not saying, you know, all white people are like that. I'm not saying it because I have a bunch of white people that I work with that are very good people. My kid's godmother is a white woman. She's been in my wife's life for almost 12 years. So, you know, I'm not saying all of them are bad. But if the shoe fits, you better put that motherfucker on and walk it off. And always remember,
you better be careful, little buddy.